doesn't want to be here, so I'm gonna let it go.
Mango! No, make her stay. Love me the way I love you.
Come on, Mango. Stay.
You're so
All right.
cute. I'm just kidding. You don't have to make her stay.
I'm gonna, I'd like her to stay. She's always jumping on me, and I want her on me, and she's like, "What?"
I know, it's so cute.
So, yeah, Happy New Year, Victoria Renée out in L.A. How are you?
I'm good, Samir. I'm good, man. It's been a great break so far. I just, first of all, deeply needed it. Just the reset, you know? What'd you do for New Year's?
I'm surprised you're in L.A. I thought you were in Alabama at Muscle Shoals this week.
You know, it's funny. I'm in Muscle Shoals the 11th through the 18th. Oh. Yeah. No, we stayed home for Christmas this year because it's been a crazy year. Year of the snake, right? Lots of shedding of the old. Coming into the year of the horse, it's gonna go. Be ready, you know. And so it was. We stayed here. It's funny. Nikki and Ryan actually saw my dad for Christmas, but I didn't. You know. Yeah.
Did they send you a postcard?
They were FaceTiming me with just the silly contraptions that they've got going on in the house over there. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, we got to write a song about what you guys pulled off, that little Cupid story. Because that's the story, you know?
It is. That's really cute. For those of you who don't know, my best friend Nikki and I parent-trapped our 80-year-old parents. My dad and her mom are now madly in love and living together, and so now we are sisters.
That's some good holiday magic right there.
Yeah, it's so cute. He called me 2 days ago and was like, "Man, thank you again," because they were so resistant at first. They didn't want to meet or whatever. You know, he was like, he likes being alone. You know, and he was just like, he was like, it just shows you every person that I've ever been with that didn't work out because of this. This is what I've been waiting for.
Well, that's a good story for me to hear also, because it's been such an interesting reset. And but there's always a lot of, we're creatives, right? And so we're always planting seeds, but then the art is like letting go of when you see the fruit of that seed,
Yeah, 100%.
So it's good to hear that, it'll just work out. I mean, it's what they, it'll.
Yeah, you trust the process, Hi, Vinny. Hi, Ariana. What did you do for New Year's?
New Year's. So
what'd you guys do?
This was a family bonanza. I had all of my nuclears and all of their families here. So we have like a frozen, we call her, because she's like, we grew up, but all
frozen.
Together, they're frozen. It's like a friend, cousin, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, your chosen family.
It was a house party. It was cool. It was a nice house party. Like 40, 50 people, and just like intimate and good vibes and good food,
that.
Good drinks, and not far, which is also nice.
That's great.
Crawl back, so it was good.
That's awesome. Yeah, it was raining like crazy over here. We went to Scott's for New Year's. It was so wild. It was so much fun. Like
Scott's, I don't know.
You know Scott? He's the producer that has that insane bass. His downstairs area is like this giant stage with like a grand piano, and it's
a Hollywood party.
It's super cool. I mean, it's like our best friends, but like also it's just fun because our friend circle are just so not a normal amount of talented. Like we have this friend Edouard, and he's a world-class pianist. And he has been on stage with the greatest artist in the world. And he's just over there just, vibing, on the grand piano while other people are doing karaoke on the stage. And he's just masterfully playing so effed up. But just killing it. Just killing it. Yeah. And we're just like, people pay so much money to hear this guy play. And he's just jamming out. It's so fun. It's so much fun. And our friend Claude, man, this guy can sing like no one I have ever heard in my life.
Right.
Seriously.
Wow. That's a lot coming from you because you're a great, fantastic singer, hanging out with fantastic singers. on the up and
Sharpens.
up throughout forever. So
Yeah.
that's a good compliment. Look him up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's
I'm excited to get
incredible.
back to LA. I'm not, it's a great. The magic in that city is real.
It
The
really
people
is.
there and the dreams that they dream, are real. You can hold it in the air, and it's the best. I love it.
I love
So,
it
yeah,
too. I really do.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm getting excited,
Yeah.
amped up to be out there.
Samir's coming out for the Grammys. Brr, 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 brr.
I've been listening to the nominees. There's like all of the playlists that come in this, and I'm just I'm
Sick.
trying to give it a good listen this year. So because I got a few more days to get the votes in, and so yeah, I'm just like leaning in with the blanket, listening to music, chilling out.
I know.
And I'm excited. There's a lot of friends now that are doing good stuff and nominated and all these different genres and
Awesome.
so now all the parties are coming up and the events, and I'm excited to go see them.
Do you get a specific genre to listen to, or do you listen to every genre?
You can vote in 16 categories or something like that. There's like a certain number of categories that you can lock in on, and it's up to you. Everybody gets to do like album of the year, song of the year, this that. There's like 5 main categories that everybody does, and then you get to splinter out and do your thing. Maybe you don't listen to jazz, maybe you're a electronic kind of guy.
Yeah.
So you pick your lane, and then you
go. I
go.
love that.
Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait for you to come out. I can't wait for the Grammy parties. Oh, what do I wear? Do I need dress? I have dresses. I don't need to go buy dresses.
I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm also trying to get us to do a music video.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
I'm already talking to my boy who's out there that I've known. He was my first connect in LA like decades ago. We worked on a documentary, so he's like a camera guy. Totally, was working, as a DP in Hollywood forever.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but he's like a couple of decades older than I am. He's retired now and he's chilling. But we went through the swamp together. So like bros for life, like
totally.
Once you do that walk, I was like, I don't know about you, but bro, we're locked. So I still hang out with him all the time while he's there, and he's got a great creative eye, photographer. Got a feel for the lens for sure. He's been doing it forever. So I'm already asking if he can get behind the lens for us while we're out there. Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be so cool. What songs are we gonna make a video for? Also, what should we make a treatment? Do you guys know what treatments are? It's like
tell us.
Treatment is, for those of you who aren't in the industry, it's basically like a shot list of what the video is gonna be. Like what story are we telling? What are the visuals? What is it gonna look like?
Yeah.
What is the vibe? The overall vibe you want to have? You can just wing it. You can, but like it's better to be intentional about these things.
Yeah.
So it depends on what kind of music video it is. I feel like with you and me, like a lot of like the silly candid stuff goes well because that's like our vibe. We're just like sort of just unapologetically like us, you know what I mean? But also what song? And also do you guys have cover ideas for us?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put out a little teaser that I have of the duet you swung over. Yeah.
Yay. Oh yeah, I should have like done that a little better. I wanted to do it and I was like, I don't
know. Oh no, you're great. You're
okay.
fire.
Okay.
You're 100% fire. 100%. You're all good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll put that out after. So hang out socials. I'm gonna drop a new clip of Victoria and I playing around.
Go. Are you doing that today?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do it after this. Why not? Yeah.
All right, awesome. Can't wait. Okay, that means I'll post my. Okay, make me a collaborator on it.
Oh yeah, that's the move. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah. Otherwise. Otherwise.
How was your Christmas?
So I mean, really, it was kind of like, I think the more I reflect on it, the better, sweeter it will be because, my family has been like dispersed over the planet. many times over my life,
Yeah.
like very far away, and still to this day, one of my sisters is in Europe, um, and so and her kids, who've grown up are now like in London, in Athens, like
And,
you know what I mean, and so, but everybody was together. We were all
oh wow, that's
Everybody was
awesome.
there, so like all my siblings and their kids and my parents, and so it was
So
nice,
like, how many
having,
people?
there was a time when like I was, all the time I was out in California, and then I had a sister at that time who was in Malaysia. My other sister was in Europe. My parents were in DC. Like we've been all over the place. So to be in the same place at the same time for the holiday for the first time in like anybody can remember, it was nice.
That's really cool. I love that. That's
Yeah,
so awesome,
I
man.
appreciate it.
I miss my family. Like I told you
Yeah.
before, our Christmases are so lit. So, like
Oh yeah.
I FaceTimed my. This is what happens. We have Christmas here, and then or we have whatever our Christmas, and then because I was here, I get passed around to like 70 people on FaceTime, which is chaotic. And usually it's after they done, the Secret Santa, and then there's White Elephant, and then there's, the people that they just get gift for, because you can't buy for everybody. Everyone go broke. There's too many people. So, like after all of that, and they go hard in the paint with like their poker games, poker cards, rummy,
Game.
yeah, or game family. And so I like FaceTimed, and everyone was like, "We have to call you back," because it was my little niece. My niece who's like 7. It was her first rummy game. They were like, "It's a big deal." We're like, "Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You guys do your thing." I don't know. They're just
Super fun.
they like to have a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was next year. I'll go back.
Yeah. No, I mean I say it because it helps you appreciate it when you have it, right?
100%. It really does.
It hasn't always been that way, so yeah, the without makes the with even sweeter when you get it, right? Yeah.
1000%. It does.
Right. So I'm grateful my number got picked this year, and it was a good one. Yeah, and the games is a good part of this downtime, isn't it?
It is. It is. I mean, cards is like a lost art form, it's not poker so much, but the other ones. It was really fun. And then like the day after New Year's, Link and I and a couple of our friends go over to Nikki and Ryan's, and we make our dream boards and our phone home screens for all of our goals for next. It's crazy. Like we were looking at her dream board from the year before, and it was the year they got married, and the wedding, like she had this picture of like a wedding kind of a thing. And the original place they were going to get married, they didn't end up getting married there. They changed locations, and it was identical to the picture. And then she had this house, like this, the indoor-outdoor living, like those big accordion doors, those big ones that, and they didn't have that before. And then she looked, and they put that in their house this year, like they did like construction and like took that whole wall down and made those accordion doors, like the indoor-outdoor giant glass ones that open up. And it was literally on her dream board, like exactly like the same color, the whole thing. I was like, whoa, those things work.
They do.
They do work. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I know. It's so awesome.
I mean, yeah, I'll just save it. But yeah, it's a great practice. And that's cool that you guys are locking in terms of visualizing what you want and being intentional. I mean, the more I listen to these speakers and just like the science behind the subconscious, more and more I'm getting into it. My wife is a major subconscious. She's like a hypnotherapist. She's getting like a master's in like she knows the subconscious, and I didn't know anything about it. And the more I kind of dig into that lane, the more I'm like, whoa, this is the great uncovering.
Yeah. There's like stuff going on here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do around so everybody can see you too. Um, there. Is that better? That's better. Right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but this is Samir. This is who I'm talking to. I feel like it was like being all isolated. Um, yeah, it's just yeah, your wife is it matters so much. Like remember I told you I did like Bufa or whatever. That stuff you don't realize what the effect of that is. I've been listening to this meditation every night as I go to bed. It's like a 21-day meditation of visualization, and it helps work with your subconscious to like retrain your neural pathways to into your own worthiness and your own abundance. And I mean, eventually it's got to seep in, right? But like you have to actually work with it. Sometimes I'll be going to sleep and I'll be listening to it and thinking about different things entirely, but
Right.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
What the subconscious magic is just like when you're starting to drift down, and then it just kind of seeps in.
yeah.
And then, so it's a whole wild thing. I'm sure, I wouldn't be surprised if you and I break into a whole hour discussion on that, right? Because you and I do know how to tangent into the deep end for sure.
Yeah. Kind of my
yeah.
favorite thing.
Yeah.
It really is. Like it's the best. It's so interesting. It's so fascinating. Like I've been studying, a lot of that stuff, and I just, meditation, and like a lot of times, they're saying people will meditate when they're meditating, they're seeing out of their energy is focused here, but really your pineal gland is an actual like eye-shaped gland with the cones and everything and the sensors that's like pointed upwards, and you have to focus your energy here so that it turns out, and that is where you do your visualization. And if you can help pull your spinal fluid up into that gland, you just get there fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm like, there's science behind this.
What's going on? Yeah. Wow. Amazing. I love that you guys did that. That you did that visual board, and you got to let them know I'm coming to town, because the amount of time we spent talking about them, I got to break bread with these people again.
I know. Yeah, we'll work that out for sure.
For sure.
It'll be fun, especially if we're gonna use Rust Riders for the band.
Oh yeah, that's another idea, isn't it? Yeah, for sure.
We could do it. We could do whatever we want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, I'm so I'm so excited for Souls, but I'm also like, they called and they were like, don't practice. We're like, what? They're like, don't practice.
Like, have you heard how I sing? I practice.
Yeah. They said, don't practice these songs because they want the studios.
Vibe.
Yeah, they were like, because we might be changing stuff around and I don't want you to be too locked in on anything. And I'm like, oh, got it. It's like an actor who is memorized how they're going to say lines. And then on the day, they don't have any freedom to be present and let the magic happen because they've focused on how they're going to say it instead of like why they're saying it. You know what I mean?
I totally get it.
Yeah.
And it reminds me, and I'll plug this real quick because it was really nice for me to watch. There's a documentary and it hails back to Bob Dylan. So like, I'll give him the time for sure. So back in the day, Bob Dylan, one of the most celebrated songwriters ever, was like in a motorcycle accident. And so then he was like homebound for a long time. And then had bands that were just recording in the basement throughout. And just those raw recordings came out. And they were called the basement tapes.
Oh, sick.
Right. And then 10 years ago, something like that, and RCA and T-Bone Burnett, some mad producer, I don't know what, they put together a bunch of like A-class artists, and they threw them in the studio with some of the lyrics that came out but no songs were ever made. So some of his lyrics that never got a song placed to him, and they said write to his lyrics.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, they videotaped the whole thing so that you can watch it. It's called the New Basement Tapes. And an artist would come in and say, oh, I have an idea for this song. And they're like, no, we're not doing that. We're writing it here. Like, the magic is only going to happen live. So
Whoa.
it
It's
all
true.
puts on for together in that magic of the studio. So that's
Oh,
great that they're telling you to just
yeah.
ride and be present in those moments and relax your way through it. Like
That's
that's
it.
gonna yeah. And
Because
I'm sure Muscle Shoals understands everything about the magic because of the history of that studio,
yeah.
that town, and that history. Like my gosh, there are documentaries on that studio too that are worth checking out. Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Check it out. Check it out.
So
Check it out.
stoked.
That's where Victoria's going to be in a week to do a week full of recording over there. I mean, I was going to say I want to go be a wallflower, but forget it. If I'm there, I'm playing something. So.
Not a bad idea.
I'll play the tambourine.
More cowbell. No, but seriously, that's okay. Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous a little bit. I don't know if it's nerves.
Sure.
But I'm just I was a little surprised by some of their song selections.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Here we go. I just realized I have a lot of like California winter clothes, but not Memphis winter clothes.
Is that next level winter clothes? Yeah.
Sort of. I mean, it'll be like low, like 50s, maybe 40s, which is like, that's cold for us in California.
But a sweatshirt will still get you through.
True. That's true, but
the sweatshirt. So.
I know, but I'm like, you have to look like an artist.
And a hat, you'll be all right.
All right, that's fair.
Or just to go thrift store shopping.
We're staying like at the studio basically too. They have like I don't know, like a lodging there. It's like, oh my god, this is gonna be so fun. I've never done a studio lock-in before. I can't wait.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be so awesome.
I hope you'll still be available on Friday so we can check in with you.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'll be on my phone probably, but yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to check what's going on.
Yeah, it'll be so fun.
And I know that you just had a performance. Didn't you just perform like 2 days ago?
I did. Which perform? Yes, I did at the Vitello's, that place. It was cool. It was really fun. It was fun. It was Ryan is so new at being an artist. So
this guy's hitting the ground running.
I know. I'm like, do you understand how lucky you are? But it's just
he's in his way.
So I'm just trying to get some shows under his belt so he feels comfy. I mean, technically it was like they offered the showcase to me, but I was like, let's do some of our songs. One, just to have practice, but two, just so, the more shows you do, the more comfortable you get, I guess.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
The more you do anything, right?
100%.
That's the whole, like, become a musician and you also unlock a lot of other things about life,
Yeah.
Things like that, so one way to, anyway. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, cool. So how'd it go? How was it to play with the band?
It was really fun. It was like, I don't know how, I mean, they were like, hey, we want you to come do this every week if you want. Like, and we're like,
oh,
maybe.
That's a good opportunity.
Yeah. And then there's this girl there who's got this like big charity event that she wants to book us for. And, I guess we did good. We did fun. Yeah. It was fun. It was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The days of performing a lot, I mean, maybe I used to be much more of a performer. Now I'm more of a producer, right? So like,
yeah, different hat.
It's a different hat, and it's cool. I like the producer hat a lot.
It's a good hat.
But I do miss the performer hat. Like when you got the band, you're locked and you're playing all the time. Like
so fun.
It's
so fun.
I mean, well, I would love to do that again.
Yeah. Well, you and me are gonna do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
We
that's right.
are doing it. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
That is good. Yeah, I can't wait to get plugged in.
Yeah.
The harmonies out.
It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, do we have a fun this and that? I've been like
Uh,
so vibing
I
that game.
You are vibing that game. All right, let's go. I guess I'm asking the questions right. She's still
Yeah.
We did something today. We said something today that made me think of this and that. This and what subject was it? What did we talk about?
Oh, we were talking about like hypnosis and stuff, or like subconscious
Before that, what'd you say?
meditation, subconsciousness.
Yeah, that's a heavy one. We
It
could go
is
that
a
one.
heavy one.
Like what we do, holiday, Christmas, New Year, party, house party. Like how to bring in the new year, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, like the dream boards and stuff.
Yeah, like let's see what we get. Like, are you that kind of person, or are you like, Times Square, watch the apple drop?
I've done
Like,
both.
You've done both. I've done. What'd you do? Did you make it to New York? Did you see the apple drop?
I gotta tell you, I did, and it was awesome because I was like escorted by Secret Service, so I didn't have to stay with like the gazillions of people. It was sick. I'm not gonna lie. What?
I said superstar right here. Victoria Secret Service into Times Square.
It was
New York.
on my bucket list. I've always wanted to do it. I always wanted to watch the ball actually drop, and yeah, I did, and it was awesome because it's chaotic when you're like with the gazillions of people, but yeah, man, really grateful. Thank God for Secret Service. We just got escorted around everybody.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. The closest I got was we went to New York and we're like, all right, we're gonna just try to like land it, see what we can do. And we got the good old like, and the cops were like, no, just then just go up 2 more blocks, you can get in that way. So we go up 2 more blocks. It's like, oh no, 2 more blocks, and then we're like 25 blocks into it. It's like, oh, they're just playing the shit out of all of us suckers who are trying to get in. So then we landed into what ended up being an epic Eastern European like oompa music all night party in some like dive bar. I have no idea where it was, but we found a party and it was awesome. And it was like, definitely one for the books that I remember. But it was through our attempt to try to land the
ball drop.
Square.
Wow, that's crazy. They were just like 2 blocks up, 2 blocks up, 2 blocks up.
Kept ushering us up, and then finally we realized we were been played.
No
getting in.
That's messed up.
We flowed like water and just kept it going and just
That's
found
cool.
the next opening and
good.
It was great.
Good pivot. Good pivot.
Yeah, you just gotta keep rolling in life. Sometimes you really just gotta flow like water and just keep it moving.
You should really always flow like water.
Yeah. So, all right. So I got a this and that for you, Victoria.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's make it playful, yo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why isn't it giving it to me? Create a
fast typer. Wow.
New Year's edition. All right. So then, this or that. Victoria and I like to play this or that. We've been doing it for a long time, and it's a great way for us to
see how well we know each other, first of all.
Yeah, which is true. And y'all, because you all get into it as well. So here we go. I have one for you for the New Year edition. So late night jams or early morning reflections?
Late night jams. What?
Yeah, totally.
Obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, like champagne toast or first coffee of the year?
Champagne toast.
I think we're gonna hit it all on this one. Big resolutions or gentle intentions?
Wait, say that again.
Big resolutions or gentle intentions?
Depends on where I am in life.
Yeah, true, right? So where were you this year?
It was a big one. It was gentle intentions, but the gentle intentions are big. Like, like I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. I don't do goals in the same way that other people do goals. But I do have intentions with, I got to shed this aspect of myself, or like I need to be better at, time management, or, whatever the case may be. But as a rule of thumb, I stay like, if I have a goal, I just do the goal like all year round though, too. Like, hey, eat clean, just do that. I don't have to wait for like New Year's kind of a thing. I don't know. I have like a weird relationship with that. Like I have intentions for the next year. And I like to like kind of start off like that, but yeah, I'm not the person who's like drop 50 pounds by February, or like, that's, people are like sometimes unrealistic. You have to change the inside first. Start a little more general, and then you get more specific as we go. Oh wait, I can't hear you. Oh no. There you are. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to get on double screen on it, but I forgot that doesn't always work if I set it up later. But okay, so I would say I was a big resolution. In that it fall, like I was telling you before we got started, how like I really just mellowed out for a couple of days here. Like I really just out. And so like in that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna, that was my big resolution, just to like restart from here with that and go. So that was for me this year.
Nice.
But yeah. Studio time or quiet family moments. We got
studio time.
Seriously, right?
Yeah.
Studio is the best. Looking back with gratitude or leaping forward with curiosity?
Both. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, gratitude.
Funny, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have gratitude. I have this whole, my friend Christina sent me this whole, like, how to close out the end of the year and prepare yourself to move forward into the next year. Like closing those loops and those patterns that need to be like, asking yourself these specific questions, and then it can help guide your vision boards, or your, what your intentions are. But getting clear on that first matters.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? The best? I remember, because I've been walking the same path of like, inner shadow work, reflection, just figuring it all out. I don't know what the term is, but like when you get into that world, when you have somebody who can help you focus on the ideas that you want to lock in on with clarity, all of a sudden it's like I remember the wash of clarity that gave me. And then I dialed in, like each one of those lanes, and I put the pen to the paper and I wrote it down and I thought about it. And, I spent, as much time as it took, at least once in my life, maybe twice, because the idea is to come back and then revisit those again, really lock in on where you want to go and lock in.
That's smart.
Yeah, I mean, so then it turns out like the realization that you're telling me with Nikki's board, like, 2 years later, it's all there. Like the more clarity you can, because we're powerful beings. But anyway, yeah.
1 year later. Yeah, you're right. We are. I had a lot of like my I have a physical board. Yeah. And like those are kind of like wordy, and so, but I have to look at them every morning, just look at it, and because sometimes you'd be like putting up like a sticky note, and then at some point the sticky note just becomes a part of the fucking wall. You don't even see it. You know what I mean? You become like note blind. But then my phone, I wonder if I can show you while this is. My phone is like more pictures so that I can. Backwards, so that I can if I don't get like screen blind, so you need images more than words, because I'm not going to read that all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Talking about subconscious, you just keep that lock in, like get in there subconsciously if you're looking at it all the time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I so I last time I tried to do a vision board, I was like, I need more space.
I'm making another one. Mm-hmm.
So what I made, so what I have, and if I was upstairs, I'd show you. One day I will. It's like, those big ass canvas books that artists get. They're like this with big white.
Yeah.
And another drawing and another drawing. I got one of those, and I'm telling you, girl, like it is deep with like, so that what I'll do now is like I use it like I'll just like every now and again I'll just open it and be like, okay, that's the one, and I put it up, and I have a place in my room, like, where that's the vibe that I carry until I feel okay. I'm gonna close it, open up another one, and then there it is, and it goes from everywhere. And it was such a wonderful exercise. I'm so glad I went for it and just like all out got the book and just like went to town. Next vision, and put it all together. It was a great cookout.
So were you like cutting out images from magazines and putting and like sticking it on there?
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta show you something. I wonder, is it right out here? Oh, it's not out here. It's over. I'll get it later. I'll show you next time. But there's like vision book, like books that are for that you can get on like Amazon, and there's just like the words and the images, like from relationships to travel to, spirituality to career, and it's just really helpful.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
but what? Before we move away from this question, because how you and I roll, this said, I just want to note that it says it doesn't mention the present part of it. It's like looking back or looking forward, right? Meanwhile, some might say the magic is just like right here, right now, only now, only now,
only.
Not there,
100%.
Only now.
100%. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You got be grateful for reflect. But it's important to reflect back on what happened, because life without reflection is sort of meaningless. So you have to go back and be like, okay, I'm grateful for this thing. This thing that I thought was terrible actually set me up for this great thing, and then using the knowledge and the preparation that you have from 2025, you can use that to perpetuate what you want to get out of 2026,
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yep, love it.
Finger guns.
All right. Here's a good one. So same groove or new rhythm?
Say that again?
The same groove or a new rhythm?
New rhythm.
Yeah. I like that too. It goes there's two qualities here for sure, because when it's the same groove, it's kind of like when you're on tour and you're like day 9 and now you're locked in. You hit that groove, it's the same groove, but man, the pocket is just like whoosh, so like there's something really nice about that experience when it's the same but just like in the pocket. But there's of course something everlastingly beautiful about a new rhythm, and I'm a sucker for that, because good luck finding 5 songs that sound the same in all the songs that I've recorded. Like, so, but worth noting, I think.
I gotta tell you, we were actually talking about this yesterday, and I forgot who it was, but some great actor was talking about when you do something and it works, people fall into the trap of trying to recreate that again on whether it's live performance or another take, and that thing itself was the magic. And he's almost like, you have to just be like, okay, great, that was amazing, don't do that again. Because I know I've done that. Like when I'm doing takes, vocal takes, I'll be like, yo, that was magic, let me hit that again. And the magic happened the first time. That's why a lot of demos end up being a final vocal.
Okay, is that why? Yeah, I definitely get that. And so as it's funny, I guess without really knowing it, the way life has been taking me, because like, I make beats for fun.
I love that.
I've made thousands of beats, and I don't know what I'm going to ever do with them, but I love that process of recording, and sometimes they turn into songs, but my point is, the more I do it, the more for me it's like it's a one-off. Like I'm gonna come up with that first beat that I like, that's it. And then whatever bass line I come up with, the first one, that's it, and I'm out. Next one, guitar, what do I feel on it? Boom, gone. Next one, like without double taking it, without coming back to it. Like now the game is just like, what's the first hit wonder? Boom, there it is. Okay, what's this, and then I move on.
That's great. That's a great practice. Yeah, because what ends up happening is you're like, great, that's also, it's different, not better, sometimes. Yeah. I could spend so much time just doing take after take. I love it, man. I always am trying to top myself, right. But that's a better practice because you're more in flow,
Yeah, it's been fun.
I was just talking to someone today about, no, it was yesterday, about church singing. And I got it. So I grew up Catholic, right? Which we had like cantors. So we're looking more like Ave Maria type of church singing, right? Which I love. However, when I moved to L.A., I started going to, the non-denominational churches and I got it. I understood why the best vocalists come from those kind of churches. And it's like Whitney Houston, like, the best of the best. I got it. And the reason why, which it ties into all of this, I swear, is because they aren't planning what they're going to sing. They just let the Spirit take them. And the freedom that comes from that, when you allow yourself to be that free, where you're like, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. We didn't plan any of this. We are just locked in and vibing. Then you have this a level of openness and stillness that allows you to have these unbelievable creative moments that you don't know where it came from. We do. Holy Spirit. And it's just like, oh, that's why they're the best. Because that's allowing this divine creativity, literally divine creativity, to just flow out of you with no judgment and no thinking and no practice, like tying it all back in. Hi, Bobby. And it's fun. And it's at first really scary, because I wasn't the person. You don't clap in Catholic church. Are you kidding me? You don't do that. It's just not a show, And I understand that. I understand the doctrine of all of that. But when you these people let themselves just move freely. There are people crumping in the hall, in the aisles, and interpretive dance. Granted, I'm in LA. This is a very industry church, but I know that's probably not normal to other people. But out here, we had, I don't want to name names, but some of the best choreographers in the world that were just moving and just flowing, and it's beautiful to watch. And then you're just like, all right, no one cares, just go for it, man. And it's just like, oh, that's it, that's the trick.
And that ties so well into what the moment I took to recognize the moment in that question about reflection and forward looking. Not because those aren't valid, they absolutely are. But when you stay in the present, and then there's something worth mentioning, for which you've just mentioned a whole lot of what it's about. That's all about the moment, and everybody's locking into this, and that is where so much greatness is born.
And yes, the moment. And this really just messed me up. Sometimes I don't realize what I'm saying, it's maybe subconsciously, but until I talk about this, I don't realize what's actually happening. You know what I mean? You ask this question, and then I reflect back, and I'm like, oh, that's why this happens this way. So it's both things are important, but when am I reflecting back? In the present.
Yeah, right.
In the present. You know what I mean? It's still the present. I'm presently So just being present doesn't mean that you don't ever think about the past, or you just don't live there. You don't ruminate on it, but you can acknowledge it
For
when it
sure.
comes up,
Yes.
and in the present, that's it. It's a little loop-de-loop.
It is. It is a little loop de loop. And 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 again, it's like a metaphor I've been using a lot too. Is like in this. But anyway, I agree. They're both beautiful,
I want to
necessary,
what
and I
metaphor?
love how you brought it into just like the power of the one takes and all of that.
It's so true. It's
It's so
so
true.
true. It is. It's like, man, being present. Have you read The Power of Now?
No.
Oh, Samir.
No,
I
I
gotta
haven't read
tell
it.
you, Bobby, have you read The Power of Now? Listen, it is not by any means an easy read. In fact, I would say it's the opposite of an easy read. The Bible is an easier read than The Power of Now. Okay.
But
Hayaba, it is, a lot of it is biblical, by the way. But
sure.
Eckhart Tolle.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So it's an audio. I listened to it on audiobook. And I would listen to it, and you got to stop it. You can't. It's not like listen to it, and then like when it doesn't exactly seep in all the way, I would rewind it until I got it in my soul. And when I tell you, it changed my life. Like when I go outside, I don't just I don't look at the ground. I look up. I look at nature differently. I walk around and I see what happens is we see a tree and we're like cognitively, I understand that is a tree, but let go of all the labeling. Like let go of it. Just see it and know it is called a tree, but don't think about that. And when you look at a flower, really like look at it. And when you do, you can almost feel its aliveness, and you can feel it becoming aware of itself. I know that's like super deep and kind of crazy sounding.
I'm going to tell you real quick, because the guy I'm talking, Kenny, the filmmaker who I met when my boy in L.A. who I was talking about filming our next video.
Yeah.
When I first met him, his whole thing was as a photographer, was micro pictures of flowers. So like he had like an arsenal library of the most ridiculous photographs but he was like on
the flower.
Yeah, like but going to Costa Rica getting it, going to like I don't know where and getting it, like but like micro flowers, I love that about his photography. Like it brought that life to life, in ways that I think you're talking of now.
Yeah.
So 100% about that.
Yeah, you can feel the energy of it. You're like, oh man. And then, when you really get into the now, colors kind of start changing.
Yeah.
You start like seeing things just differently. Cause I know I'm a Taurus, so that's like I've always been that way a little bit. We are of the earth. We are in our bodies and of the earth. But also I've stopped taking I only take my Adderall like on a need basis. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I actually did take it this morning, but I only took one. But I've been going like multiple days without it, and it's like, oh man, this is better. Because like if you're still, that's where all the creativity comes from, right? Like be grounded and be still. And you know what you can't do when you're that?
Okay.
Yeah, just like allowing flow. It's too much of the doing aspect of your brain, and I need to stay in the being more. That is my intention.
And I think that was my big resolution.
Really?
Because it was like to stay in that calm, if I could, and just stay in that being's place.
Yes.
Because we're creatives and managers and producers and songwriters, and like that's a lot of go energy. You know what I mean? And it's like it's beautiful and it blossoms and it does all this crazy beautiful
cool
things. but it's not the same as like.
So that is another thing that the Power of Now talks about. It's like, okay, but I'm not saying, being in the power of now doesn't mean don't like do anything. But what happens is when you are super present, um, you get divine inspiration instead of,
Yeah,
which is different than just like motivation, or is different than like trying to just will your ways through your life, which is what I do a lot of times. I'm just willing my way through. I'm like, this has to get done. This has to get that. And like Link is like, yo, chill. Does the
yeah,
house have to be cleaned right now? Or can you just like relax and do the thing that's actually more important and then do that later? It's fine, like just get really just do.
yeah.
Chill.
And I guess another flip on that is like the giving and receiving part, like, because we're giving a lot to life. Sometimes it's good to just also just kick back and receive. So it's like another angle of how to spend your now,
Yeah.
but being part, I think a lot of, I mean, yeah, being lends itself to those downloads and then acting, and you can do it every which way, but it's easier when you can just
Yeah, it's not good for you to. Here's what I have done and am working on is the belief that my my value is based on my productivity, which is a mistake. That's not
nice.
it's not true. It's just not true. Your value is not based on your productivity. It is not. It is not your efficiency. It's not. Chill out. I had that on
Yeah,
my vision board.
you're
Relax.
speaking straight to me, so speak on. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
hanging on your foot right now.
it's true. You just chill out, like and some like because and also it's just culturally right now, like we're so addicted. I'm so addicted to micro learning. And sometimes like if you're standing in line at the grocery store, practice not getting on your phone. Just stand there. Just fucking stand there. That's it. When you're washing your hands, feel the water and the
Yo,
soap on your hands.
love it.
That's it.
I love it.
Put your
Yep.
phone down, dog. Yeah. Anyway.
Yo, another great week with Victoria. Oh my gosh, so good to see you, girl. Happy New Year.
Yeah, you
I know
too.
you had to get up and out, so
Oh, yeah. True. I always do that.
Yeah. But so good. Next week you're gonna be in Alabama.
I am. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll be hitting you up, and hopefully we'll be going, sharing your journey with the
yeah.
world. And yeah, I'm so excited for you. So
Thank
awesome.
you.
Great to yeah.
All right.
I'd like to see him again, and and I'll see you all soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Yeah.